Smooners, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Being with Mrs. S. So today's episode, again, before I forget, if this is your first time joining me on my channel, thank you. I'm happy to have you here, but do me a favor and hit the subscribe button and thumbs up like if you like what you see, but definitely hit the subscribe button. So today's episode, I guess it's an episode, right? This is Baking with Mrs. S. And if you watched my last baking video, you are in for a treat. I think I told you guys that I haven't ever baked. I think the meat pie is the one thing I ever baked, and that was a long time ago. And so congratulations, you get to watch the evolution of Mrs. S being a top tier baker. So today I am making my mommy's Brandy Cake. So she used to bake a lot when we were younger, and she used to make this delicious cake, and the one ingredient in it that was fantastic was the brandy. So I'm making a brandy cake. It's from scratch. Yeah, so let's get started. I'm gonna show you the ingredients, the stuff that's in there, and then we're gonna go from there. Okay, so for the brandy cake, I'm using 3 2/3 cups of flour. It's been sifted in already. I'm gonna probably throw in some raisins into one of the mixes. Can't remember if that was on Mommy's recipe. I don't know. So there is a teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of baking powder, and a 3/4 teaspoon of baking soda. I have 1.5 cups of unsalted butter, 2 cups of granulated sugar. Maybe I added a little bit more sugar. 4 large eggs. There's going to be vanilla in it. This is Madagascar vanilla. And of course, the star of the show, the brandy. 1.5 cups of buttermilk. And I have these little miniature, these things are so cute. Steph gave this to us for our wedding as a wedding gift. I love them. And then these two, I don't know if I'm going to be making enough to fit into these, but they've already been oiled and floured. These two are supposed to be non-stick. I've tried this before when my sisters-in-law were here. I baked vanilla and, vanilla and chocolate. My BDD couldn't get enough of it, and they loved it, so I'm actually thrilled. So I am already preheating the oven at 325 degrees. So now I'm going to mix everything, and we're going to go from there. Okay. All right, so now that I've shown you all the ingredients, I'm going to go ahead and start. Mixing it all in. So I'm gonna mix all the dry ingredients together and all the wet ones together, and then mix the rest in. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So all of that in there, the baking, the soda, and baking powder, and the And actually, no, I'm just going to add the flour together. I'm going to do the butter and the sugar together, and then the rest of the stuff. So this is 1.5 cup of butter. That truly is a lot of sugar. But my B Diddy likes it sweet. I'm gonna have to adjust this camera because I'm underestimating how tall I am, obviously. Bear with me. Maybe I should just move it back a tad. Okay, that looks much better. And I'm gonna So this butter is supposed to be at room temperature, and I should have taken it out of the fridge earlier. So you see, I don't have a fancy KitchenAid mixer. And just so you know, this is part of what I do to help me lose weight. Because this is a task and a half. I probably should have let this butter get a little warmer, huh? I'm gonna come back to this. I'm going to get a fork and measure. So I'm not oh, my camera. Move it back a little bit more. So I'm just gonna be very generous with the vanilla. So I'm gonna put almost 3 tablespoons of vanilla. And I'm going to be even more generous with the brandy. Ouch. Good hell, mate. Oh, smells good. So 1, 2, 3, 4 tablespoons of brandy. And I'm gonna cut myself just then. Okay, so the eggs are good and whisked. I'm gonna keep doing this. I'm gonna add in my buttermilk. Oh. I'm going to continue the whisking. So I know that I've actually modified this recipe because I don't think Mommy ever used the, I don't think she ever used buttermilk. Yeah, I don't think she ever used buttermilk. Everything else, yes, but definitely not buttermilk. Okay, that's better. And I'm gonna add in the eggs. And oh shoot, I don't want to waste any of this really. So I'm gonna need you to not spill so much. So I'm just going to get a spoon to make sure that the salt and baking powder and all of that I put in the flour is mixed in properly. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour these in. Wow, that's a lot. I'm going to pour them in like in sections. See, like that. Man, this is like a proper workout. I'm already tired. This smells really good. I wish you were here to smell it. But you can say, you can just act like you are, act like you can smell it, eh? What's that guy doing? All right, and I'm gonna put the rest of this in here. This is really fun. I know some of you are looking at my hair and you're saying, did you cut your hair? I know if you saw my live stream yesterday where I loosened the threading that I did. So no, this is what they call extreme shrinkage. You know, I call my hair reverse chia pet. You know, instead of going chia, it's going chia. Oh, jeez, I love it. She cute. I don't like messes. So the batter looks good. And I'm gonna give it a little taste. Oh, delish. Okay, so I am going to fill the tins up, and then with the rest left in, I'm going to add in the raisins for the other, maybe I'll add a little bit more brandy. Just a tad, just a little. Look, it's going to get burned off in the thing, so don't worry. Just be happy. I dropped something. Gotta pick it up. Okay, so I'm just gonna leave just enough for my BDD to lick. Don't fall, please. All right. So I did, the last time I did this, I think I went a little too, it just needs to not be too full. Oh my God. This is delicious. It's just like mommy made it. All right. So I'm gonna fill this one up. Well, not fill it up. Put half of the batter in here. I'm going to add the raisins to the rest of this. Whoa. Mix it. Whoa. It's heavy. So this brandy cake, you can have it with your tea. Have it ready when your guests come. Well, we're not getting any guests. We're socially distancing. Koro will not let us be great. So nobody's coming over. But let's just say Koro was not an issue. This is a nice snack to have handy when your guests come over. So this is probably going to be a flatter cake, but this bowl will be a licking bowl. And this will be a licking, whatever that thing is called. Everything is going to be licked because the batter is delish. So let me wash my hands. And by wash, I mean lick. Lick my fingers. Oh my God. This mess is delicious. It's gonna be flatter. So the, as I said, the oven is preheated to 325 degrees. I'm gonna throw all the tins in together. I'll put these ones in the back because the smaller, the baby cakes, only need to be in for about 15 to 20 minutes. So these ones will probably be in there for longer. Okay, so I'm gonna clean up and wait for that. Alexa, set the alarm for 20 minutes, a timer for 20 minutes.
Alarm for 20 minutes, a timer, 20 minutes, starting now.
Thank you. So I'm gonna let this sit here and cool while the bigger ones is still baking, and when they're done, I'll bring them out as well so they can rest a little as well, and then I will dust it with some more brandy, and then we'll take a bite, mukbang style. The other one is much bigger. This is the one with the raisins. I've already checked it. It's see? Clean. Clean? Oh, jeez. Clean. All right. And the baby cakes are done. And they're cute. And I'm going to take a bite. Mmm. Yum, yum. And I'm going to give a bite to my cameraman. Well, he ate the whole thing. Don't make sounds. What makes sound for mukbang? Mukbang, they like that. Ooh, that's delicious. What do you think, honey?
It's delicious.
They need to know that the mess is tasty.
Very tasty.
So I'm going to put a few tablespoons of brandy in here. And typically, I'm just gonna get another baby out. See? I'm just gonna keep this here. And I'm going to dust the baby with the brandy. Like that. And I'm gonna have another taste. It's delicious. And I'm gonna let my camera guy have a taste. Oh my God. So
Delish.
I'm gonna get the other one out of the oven and cut into the one with the raisins, which is a smaller one, just so you can see what it looks like. Okay, so I have some leftover buttercream from the last cake baking I did when I told you my sisters-in-law were here. So we can use that on some, but I'm gonna get the bigger one out now. So these are the finished products. This is the bigger one. This is the one with the raisins. This is the one that I filled in first. It doesn't have any of the raisins in it. It is cooling right now. And when it's proper cooled, I'm going to dust it with the brandy. Woof, like so. I'm making a mess, but it's okay. This one came out first, so it's a little cool. Keep this back. And clean up this mess. And get a knife. Let's lay it on. That's what it looks like on the inside. Little raisin for my tummy. Oh, that's delish. And so I'm gonna store this. I'm gonna wrap them up in plastic wrap. Wrap it up in plastic wrap and enjoy it for as long as we can. Well, my B unit is going to do the enjoying. I'll have a little bit every now and then. So anyway, thank you for joining me on this episode of Baking with Mrs. S. I'm happy that I did not mess things up. Because this is actually my very first time trying out this recipe, and I've tasted it. I will taste it again for you. Yummy, yummy, yummy in my tummy. Oh my God, it's so good. I know you want some. Here you go. Oh my God, it's delicious. No, I'll send you some. It's really that good. I mean, even if I'm saying it myself, it is good. Great job, Mrs. Ash. So, thumbs up this video if you like it. Subscribe. Leave a comment. Oh my. Okay, so, I don't know. This might be a cheat day for me. Thumbs up, like, share. Oh, and don't forget, click on that hand wash challenge video that I did. Share it. Do your own hand wash challenge video so we can see. But thank you for joining me on this episode of Baking with Mrs. S. As I said, please subscribe. I really appreciate the subscribing. I appreciate it, and I appreciate you watching my videos, and hopefully I'll do a lot more baking with my little special twist on it. So, cheers. Take care. Bye.